Wow, crazy times, huh? Like most of you out there, we're doing a lot of these bulk cooking in big batches so we can have things for 2-3 days. Doing a lot of grilling as well. It's springtime. Chicken on the grill, hot dogs on the grill, hamburgers on the grill. Are you getting tired of pizza yet? I know we have. Day one. Today we're doing our corn salsa. My son absolutely loves corn salsa. But he likes black beans in his, so what I did is I take my can of beans, drain them, rinse them well. So I did find one ear of decent corn that I can get, prepped here. But I did find these 4-packs already peeled and washed and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and use these. They're not as fresh as these corn on the cob, but hey, you get what you can get with this time of the year, what's happening in America today. But they also didn't have any red onions. So I'm going to go with the sweet onion to go in its place. So we're going to use a Vidalia onion. We will have some red in there because we did find the red bell pepper. They had plenty of those. Of course, plenty of limes, which we're going to get ready to prep as well. So let's get this thing started. We're going to be cutting the corn kernels from the cob, but instead of doing it on the cutting board and making a mess and them rolling all over the floor, I'm going to use my big wooden bowl. And we'll just put the corn right in the bowl and we'll cut down as close to the cob as possible to get those kernels off. Now if you want to grill your corn first, you can. You can do it on the outside grill. If you want, you can even put it on the open burner on your stove and toast it up. I just like to do it right off the cob. Make sure you scrape the cob because you want to get that milk to come off into the salsa. Now, if you don't have a big wooden bowl, you can use any bowl, of course, but I love my wooden bowl because I don't know what it is about a wooden bowl, if it's chemistry or what. Must be because it makes the best darn salad dressings you ever had. They just seem to emulsify better in a wooden bowl over glass or plastic. But don't tell everybody, that's your secret. Now I'm making a double batch here, 8 ears of corn, because I'm going to share it. I got a neighbor buddy of mine who's also a chef who makes the best dadgum hot sauce I ever had, so that's worth it. Next, we're going to go ahead and get this bell pepper ready. Now, because we're making a double batch, we're going to use the whole bell pepper here. So we're going to cut the top and bottom off. I like to save these for omelets. Put that in the fridge. And we're going to pull out our seed clump and give her a cut in half and then a half again. Now, these white ribs are tasteless, so we're going to get those out of here. Always make sure you're cutting away from you, not towards you. Now, when we dice these, we're going to do a small dice. And to do that, you're going to make sure you have the shiny side or outer edge of the pepper in the down position. Otherwise, your knife will be bouncing all off it because it's very tough. And we're going to come in with our nice little rolling chop. Nice thin julienne. Give them a turn. And we'll give them a nice dice. Keeping your fingers out of the way, of course. Claw grip. Add these to our bowl. And of course, we don't have the red onion, so we'll just go with the sweet Vidalia. We're going to go ahead and remove the top. Leave the root end intact. Give her a peel. Then we're going to do a slice through the onion, not all the way through. You want to keep the root end together to hold your onion together. Come across once with the knife. And then we're going to do the rolling chop again, nice and thin, small little dice. We'll go with a half of the onion to make our double batch. And we'll add the onion to our corn. along with the rinsed and drained black beans. Save a little bit. And our bell pepper. And now I've got some cilantro that's been soaking in cold water in my sink for about 10-15 minutes to really freshen it up and bring it some vibrancy. We're going to put it on some paper towels, give it a dry, a couple slaps here. Maybe take a couple on top. And then we're going to remove just the tops. We're not going to use any of the stems because the stems are a little tough and on the bitter side. And for this recipe, we're going to be using about a half a cup. We'll add this to our corn salsa. Oh, it smells great. Then we're going to get the juice of one lime in here. Now, if the juiciness of your lime is good, like this one here is, you're going to be fine. But if you're not getting a lot of juice out of your lime, you're probably going to need 2. And if you're really having trouble getting the juice out, grab a teaspoon and really get in there to get that juice out of here. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. Next, we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of honey. And we're going to finish it up with 2 tablespoons of this Nakano seasoned rice vinegar. Sweet and mild, seasoned. I don't know what it is about this stuff. It's the only vinegar that I found that works for the recipe. I've tried everything else. Nothing works. And we're going to simply combine it all. Bring it together. If it's too sweet, you add a little more vinegar. If it's too vinegary, you add a little bit more honey. If you want to add some cracked pepper, which I think I am, you can do that. If you want to add a little bit of salt, you can do that after you taste it first. It's all to your taste. This is going to last 3 days in your refrigerator. I doubt it, because it's good with any grilled food. Let's see what we have here. Oh, perfect for IPA. I'm not touching a thing. Let's go grill something.